Fixing a skinny fat physique is one of the hardest transformations to pull off, because if you're overweight, the path is clear. You lose body fat. If you're skinny, you build muscle. But when you're skinny fat, you're kind of stuck in the middle. You know you need to get leaner, but there's not enough muscle to look good. And if that's you, I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that you come to the right video, because I'm going to tell you the honest truth about how long it takes to get rid of skinny fat and what to do for your specific body type to get the best results. Now, the bad news is I can only give you the right information. You're the one who has to put in the work, be consistent, and commit to the process. And I promise you, if you do that, this will be a life-changing accomplishment. Now, diving into it, there's one specific reason why skinny fat physiques are so annoying to deal with. And it's something nobody talks about, because when guys say they're skinny fat, they make it sound like all skinny fat physiques are the same. But there's actually multiple types of skinny fat, and depending on which type you are, your plan will be completely different. Because if you cut when you're supposed to be building muscle, you're going to end up looking very skinny, gaunt, and unhappy with your physique. And if you bulk when you're supposed to be cutting, your belly fat is just going to get bigger and you're going to look a lot worse. So you need to get this right to avoid a lot of frustration and wasted time. Now, I like to split skinny fat into three main categories. The first one is what I call skinny fat. This is where you don't have much muscle, but you also don't have a ton of fat. Your arms or legs are thin, your shoulders are narrow, and chest is flat. Think of someone who's 5'10", 178 centimeters, around 155 pounds or 70 kilos. You look skinny in clothes, but as soon as the shirt comes off, you see a small belly and some love handles. And a lot of guys in this category were naturally skinny most of their lives. They could eat whatever they wanted and never gain weight. But in their late 20s or 30s, something started to shift. The belly fat started accumulating while the rest of their body stayed skinny. Now, the second type of skinny fat is what I call truly skinny fat. This is the most confusing one. It's when your weight is normal for your height, but you have quite a lot of fat in the stomach area and not much muscle. That would be someone at 5'10", 178 centimeters, around 175 pounds or 79 kilos. They're not underweight or overweight, but the body composition is off. And the third category is what I call skinny fat. This is where you carry significantly more body fat, especially around your midsection, love handles, and lower back. But your arms and legs are still thin. And in this category, your weight is above the ideal for your height. Think of someone who's 5'10", 178 centimeters, weighing around 195 pounds or 88 kilos. So now with the three categories defined, how do you fix each type and how long does it really take to see results? Because if you go on social media, you're gonna see a lot of guys who are on vitamin S, taking photos with perfect lighting and posing, trying to sell you a 12-week transformation program. And I can tell you right here and now, I've worked with over 1,000 guys as a coach over the last 10 years, and there was not a single case where 12 weeks was enough to fix a skinny fat physique. Real results take time. Muscle growth is a slow process. There are no quick fixes. But the thing is, once you actually get there, you won't care how long it took you. The key is seeing consistent progress over time, staying committed, and moving forward. And by the way, if you'd like me to coach you and you want to work with me, check the first link in the description below. Now let's go through the plan for each category and what you need to do. So if you're skinny fat, I recommend focusing on building muscle first. Losing fat isn't a problem for you. The problem is that you don't have enough muscle to shape your frame. And if you just keep trying to diet that small amount of fat off, you will end up perma-cutting with a skinny, gaunt look. Now, when I say build muscle, I don't mean force-feeding yourself and eating whatever you can get your hands on. You don't want to just gain fat, you want to put on quality weight. Your goal should be to gain no more than 1% of your body weight per month for the next 12 months. Push yourself hard in the gym, track your workouts, hit the like button on all my videos, and get stronger. Your nutrition should be based around whole foods 80% of the time, simple repeatable meals, and a high protein intake. After a year, if you do it right, you could add anywhere between 10 to 18 pounds of quality mass to your frame. Not all of that will be muscle, but a lot will be. And that's the difference between looking like you've never stepped into a gym versus starting to look like you actually lift. And after that lean bulk, you follow that up with a fat loss phase to clean up and reveal the progress you've made. Duration of the cut will depend on how much fat you've gained. I work with guys who only needed 4 weeks, and I've also seen cases of guys who needed 8 weeks. Either way, you're gonna be in a great spot after that first round. Now, I don't recommend you stop there. Most guys, especially if you've been skinny your whole life, underestimate how much muscle they're missing. And the honest truth is, for most skinny fat guys, it will take 2 rounds of building for 10 to 12 months and then cutting for 2 to 3 months to get a top tier physique. Now, if you're in the second category, truly skinny fat, you have 2 options. The first option takes longer but will keep things very simple. It's known as a body recomposition phase. You eat at maintenance calories so you don't gain weight, you don't lose weight, and your goal is to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. And the key to accomplishing that is training with high intensity, close to failure, and focusing on getting stronger and mastering key lifts in the gym. For the diet, you want to ensure you're getting 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your ideal weight, and that your recovery and sleep are a priority. Unfortunately, a lot of guys who try body recomp phase start to panic after a few weeks. They feel like if the scale is not dropping, it's not working. But in reality, for someone who is truly skinny fat, being at your ideal weight while exchanging fat for muscle is exactly what you want. And yeah, body recomposition will feel slower, but you will see visual progress in the mirror and photos, and your waist will be getting smaller as you're getting leaner. From my experience, it takes about 3 to 4 months to start seeing changes and about 10 to 12 months of consistency to start seeing major differences. Now, the alternative path for those who are truly skinny fat and who don't mind looking more skinny temporarily is to first jump into a fat loss phase for about 8 to 12 weeks and hit about 12 to 14% body fat, and then do a muscle building phase. A lot of guys think they want this option, but then the moment they start looking smaller, they panic and jump ship. If you know that you're not gonna stick through that uncomfortable phase, well, then this choice isn't for you. And the reason that it seems so appealing is because it promises faster changes, but faster isn't always better, especially if it makes you quit halfway. So pick one and commit. Both work. You just have to stop second guessing the plan. And then, if you're in category 3, skinny fat, I recommend starting with a fat loss phase. Your first objective is to get down to 12 to 15% body fat, which might take you 5 to 6 months depending on where you're starting from. Now here, I don't recommend a very aggressive calorie deficit. You definitely want to allow for some muscle growth to happen while you're losing body fat. So the key is to set your calories to lose about 0.5 to 0.75% of your body weight per week. You want to be training hard, keeping protein high, and focusing on sleep outside of the gym. This category will usually see the fastest visual changes out of all the 3, because fat loss happens much quicker than muscle growth, and getting down to 12 to 15% body fat will make a big difference in your physique. Your face will lean out, your clothes will fit better, you're gonna have more energy, you're gonna look better, and you're gonna be a lot healthier. And then once you're done with the fat loss phase, you can switch into a body recomposition, or you can do a lean bulking phase depending on what you're more comfortable with. And this is what long-term planning looks like for a smart natural lifter who's serious about getting rid of skinny fat. It's thinking in terms of years rather than weeks, because fixing skinny fat is not just one step. It's not just one cut or one gaining phase. It's multiple steps. It requires patience. And you have to realize there's no magic pill that can just do the work for you. And regardless of your starting point, if you put in the work, you will see results. And if you've been stuck skinny fat for years, here's the honest truth. A full year of consistency with good focus will outperform a decade of being wishy-washy. So respect your own time and get your head right. If you're watching this video, there's no good reason why you shouldn't have a physique you're proud of. And now that you know what to do, there are no more excuses. Commit to a path and execute. Your future self will be happy that you did. And if you'd like to work with me, check the description. If you'd like to learn more about building muscle, I highly recommend that you check out this video next.